Welcome back to PlayStation Underground, and I've got Zach Miner here and Ryan Clements, and I'm Sid Schumann, and we are checking out Wolfenstein, the new Colossus.
Wolfenstein 2.
Is it Wolfenstein 2?
I believe it's Wolfenstein 2.
Wolfenstein 2.
Can you confirm what?
New Colossus.
Is it a numeral or a Roman numeral?
It is a Roman numeral.
Okay.
So we just got we're taking a look at, this is, I think, the first mission from the game here.
I believe so.
This is all stuff that Sid and I played through a couple weeks ago and captured some footage. So I thought it'd be good to share it here with Ryan, who has not seen much of this game yet.
I'm a newbie.
That's right. This is from Machine Games. They did the original title a few years ago that was quite the cult hit
Yes.
early on PS4. Awesome game. And, Zach, I think it's safe to say we thought this looked real good.
We did. We started off there, and you saw just kind of the like the difficulty selection screen, which, you know, it's a difficulty selection screen. Obviously, there's a great heritage in the Wolfenstein games of that, but I feel like it sets the tone of this game just quite well right off the top.
It does. And you know what else sets the tone well is the fact that you're fighting in a wheelchair right now.
It should. It's true.
This is me, by the way, isn't it? I'm pretty sure.
I think that this is you. I think this is you.
I loved the warning shot at the beginning. You're like, I don't know if that guy's all the way down. He's down.
But yeah, this is, so you wake up several months, I believe, after the events of the first Wolfenstein, and if you played through the New Order, the first Machine Games Wolfenstein, then you are aware that BJ gets pretty messed up at the end there. So hence you waking up, the Nazis have assaulted this kind of boat that you and your crew are hiding out on, and you have to take matters in your own hands. Thankfully, the boat that you're in was designed with accessibility in mind.
It sure was.
So, you know,
as well as an array of lethal traps that we'll see a little later.
Indeed.
Now, notice this health meter ticking back down to 50. That's an interesting challenge here early in the game.
Right, exactly. So, you know, you're obviously your full array of BJ abilities are not quite there yet. So you can overcharge your health, but it's always going to fall back to 50. It's a little bit difficult.
It's tough, yeah, and this is really just an interesting sequence in this game because the physicality, you're sort of traversing through this environment. You remarked after we played, Zach, that just the feeling of, you know, like at one point you fall out of the chair and you're like clambering back into it. It's really just really well-made game. I don't know any other way to put it.
Definitely.
And it looks gorgeous, too. I mean, the first games, both the New Order and also the downloadable campaign were both gorgeous. But
indeed,
I think they're going along with that tradition.
Machine Games, incredible mechanics, incredible shooting mechanics, but also great storytellers.
Yes, great storytellers. The writing in just kind of the small chunks that we saw was really impressive, as were the performances. You know, this is kind of one of the
I heard you giggling when that.
What is going on?
I remember we both were playing at the same time, Zach and I heard him giggle when that happened, and I was like, yeah, I giggled.
What just happened to those guys?
It's like a microwave oven trap.
Holy smokes.
Yeah.
I hope they have a lot of warning signs like put up in place.
For the bad guys?
Yeah, well, you know, just for staff of the boat. I mean, right? You don't want someone to accidentally wander in there on their lunch break.
Well, I think this guy's telling us about how he's rigged this whole place up with a bunch of these to keep those mean Nazis from taking over. So we're going to learn a little bit more about all of that in just a minute.
Do we know this character from the original games?
Yes.
The gentleman with glasses? Okay.
Look at that. It's awesome. Oh.
Terrible. So, there's definitely a dark sense of humor at work in these games.
You think so?
I think so. Just maybe a touch.
Here we go.
Just a light sense of humor.
Now, just details I love. Look at the delicate lattice work of blood splattered on the knees and on the forearms. There.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, little details like that really go a long way. Now, careful.
No.
We have flashed ahead a little bit, and BJ's been through some stuff.
Yeah.
Since the last time we saw him, but it's fascinating that the game starts you off by controlling BJ in a wheelchair. I mean, it kind of in some ways goes without saying, but it's almost like tank controls, like you're playing like you know, the original Resident Evil or something. But as you were mentioning, Sid, like Machine Games does a really great job of like modeling hands and modeling feet and making it feel like you are really kind of you're making it feel like you are BJ, right? You're,
yeah.
You're, you know, touching and feeling different pieces of the environment here.
Look at this.
I'm like totally blown away.
Look at this clamber action right here. I mean, that's second to none.
See, I do want to. Okay, well, do we need to talk about
Let's
this?
talk about
Let's talk about this. So there were some skill trees in Wolfenstein 1. It feels like they've been fleshed out a little bit.
Big time.
All of these, similar to the first game, are kind of based on how you're playing. So if you're playing a certain way, you're going to be able to invest in those.
That diesel craft work there is like a kind of a grenade launcher. Oh, that's so fun. It's such a fun weapon.
Lots of different ways to modify your weapons to your heart's content. This is obviously my footage since I went for the suppressor, trying to go for a more stealthy route. So here we're flashing ahead. So here we are on American soil. So we're going ahead to another mission where we're in Roswell, New Mexico, and we have to infiltrate a military base that has been taken over by the Nazis. And this scene was pretty shocking when we played it.
What's in that container you're carrying there, Zach?
So that is a nuclear bomb, Sid.
Oh.
What? What are you guys talking about? Are you serious?
Yeah.
So this, coming up on here, this was one of the more kind of impressive story sequences that I've seen in a long time, actually.
It's right out of, it feels like it's out of a Tarantino movie.
Yes.
In a good way.
Yes.
Not in the sort of obvious shallow way, but in a good way. The tension, something it seems like it could have been in Inglourious Bastards. It's really well done.
Let's take a look gander here.
I'm just going to set this highly explosive device on the counter. No big deal. If you guys aren't pulling my leg.
That's actually just the fire extinguisher. We're just kidding.
Wait, really?
No, it's
Okay.
it's a nuke.
Hey, kid, mind your own business. Oh, yeah, this is from the trailer. Yeah.
Oh! Bitte schön.
Danke.
Good day, man. You, one strawberry milkshake, please. Oh, I hope you don't have a fire back there to put out. If so, I'll come back another time.
I'm sure the fire can wait, Commandant. One strawberry milkshake coming right up.
I will say strawberry is my favorite
I
flavor.
recognize your face.
I like a little mix.
Very Aryan face it is too.
Ugh.
Notice how the TV in the
you on a
back is
Station
kinda
1?
shifted.
Oh,
There
man.
you come,
I did not notice
Oh,
that.
vielen Dank.
So that's your face on all those posters on that TV.
Now you, show me your identification papers, please.
No. You just book it out of them.
Clonk him on the head with that fire
Pull the
extinguisher.
pin on it. Yeah.
I love strawberry milkshake. It's perhaps my favorite American thing. So simple. Just milk and ice cream. The rest of the menu, however, I think you will need to address. I think it needs to be more German. Yes. Tell me, are you from here, John Smith? Huh? I read here that you operate out of Station 6. What is the location of Station 6? I'm unfamiliar with this station.
So am I.
You know, I think this guy might be a Nazi.
Speak up.
Kommandant, Sie werden vom Oberkommando verlangt.
War das nicht Zeit? Trink grad noch meine Erdbeermilch.
Leider nicht, Kommandant. Das Oberkommando verlangt, Sie umgehend zu sehen.
He drank that way too fast. It's not healthy.
In Ordnung.
Major brain freeze.
Willkommen.
Yeah. You should just pass out. Uh-oh.
Oh mein Gott. Oh mein Gott, das bist du.
Last wish, shut the fucking front door!
Intense.
So, man, I was captivated.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Now we're jumping ahead to kind of a train that's connected to this military bunker that we had to jump in, and this is kind of one of the bigger combat sequences that we played here. This is myself playing, and if you played the, as you can tell from the stealthy nature,
I was going to say to the twitchy movement of the camera compared to Sid's slow, methodical approach.
well, you know, there are times for both of those. You're going to notice right off the bat if you played the first game that signal detected at the top of your screen there. Once again, there's kind of this mechanic where there are commanders that will turn on the alarm, or oops, missed, was a little bit low on my hatchet throw there. That they'll call in reinforcements, but of course if you can take them out first before anyone's notified, then you're in good shape. So that's what I was trying to do.
And Zach, I want to point out that this isn't just any old train.
No.
This is a rocket train.
This is a rocket train.
I believe it's a nuclear engine. Nuclear. It's pronounced nuclear.
Lots of that's no good. That's no good.
And the time for stealth is in
The time, well, let's see if I can still kind of maintain my hatchet use here. Let's see if I can take out this alarm. This, unfortunately, you know, it perhaps is not shown the best here, but the level design on this train was astonishing. Like this is, you're seeing essentially kind of one lane that you can go through on this, but you can climb underneath the train. There we go. That's no more alarm from you. You can go underneath the train. You can climb on top of the train. They're kind of like, obviously, the main pathways.
Yeah, underneath, in, or above. It's amazing. And I took a totally different route here. You're just doing this all wrong in my book.
Well,
but you're still getting results, so I'll let it slide.
Yeah.
So that commander you took out, tell me a
Yes.
little bit about how they work.
Yeah, so the commanders, they are kind of constantly broadcasting the signal. I don't know kind of exactly where they are, but there was that little icon that points me in their general direction. And so if you know, the guns start firing off and they hear gunfire, then they're going to start calling in waves and waves of reinforcements. And they're actually going to react to where you move throughout the level. So
they'll run away from you.
They'll run away from you, try and preserve themselves so they can keep calling in reinforcements. So here's a little taste of you, Sid.
Oh, yeah. See, this is now.
Right off
boom, boom.
A slightly different tact.
This shotgun, by the way, is so good. I love the shotgun in this game.
Totally. And even though you barely saw me kind of using the arsenal at your disposal here, look at those bikes, by the way. What's something out of a circus? The gunplay is so satisfying. And, of course, the incredible dual-wielding system is back.
It's a pooch.
Yep, there are some terrible pooches here. But, yeah, so, you know, the way that I played the first game was really try to take down those commanders first, go down super stealthy, and they're way more brutal, and they feel a lot smarter than they were in the first game.
Yeah, and I'm using an assault rifle here with armor-piercing bullets, so the particularly strong against the armored enemies, the robots. The robots I found to be just some of the most lethal adversaries in this game.
Definitely, and you have to get pretty creative with kind of how you take them down.
I don't think you guys are paying customers on this train, are you?
Lots of no-ticket references. So
Kaboom!
We're just kind of wrapping up here a little bit. Ryan, what are your kind of thoughts getting a look at this?
It makes me want to go back and actually finish the original games because I shamefully have not completed the story mode, and I've always wanted to, even though now I know that kind of what happens.
Yeah.
So
now we're seeing me play here, and I think I'm playing much better than Zach did. Who do you think played better? Email us at blogcast@playstation.com.
I agree, Sid.
Or
You're right. You're always right. So we're just wrapping up here. Just a few more seconds to go. We're kind of pulling into this train station, and I thought this was really interesting. I did this completely differently, where you gradually brought the train to a halt. I just plowed it straight into the wall, and it let everyone know that I was showing up.
I didn't know that could be different. What a game!
What a game. So
gorgeous.
Wolfenstein 2, the new Colossus, is looking great, and out this October on PS4.
PlayStation